Hey YouTube, welcome back to episode 15 of Gearing Down. This morning we're tucked away in a campsite just outside of Norseman. Yesterday we had a day off, which we were planning to do 0Ks, and then the campsite that we stayed at the night before was $39, so we decided we weren't doing that 2 nights in a row. So we rode out 30Ks yesterday afternoon after we did a bit of a food shop, and we got 2 videos edited and completed. And it's just a lovely spot out here. We're at Dundas Dam. It's like a man-made dam just over there. It's quite nice. We watched the sunset over it last night. This morning we've been joined by probably 10 or so butcher birds. They were singing away trying to get at our oats, which was quite sweet. And James is just doing a bit of bike maintenance before we get going. Probably once a day we try and clean and lube up the chains just to keep them running smoothly. Then once a week we wipe the rims down just with like an alcohol wipe to get all the dust off so that the brakes can sit smoothly on the rim. And then after that we'll do our teeth and hit the road.
So today hasn't been the best day's riding. It's train tracks on the left, farmland on the right, and we've got a pretty stiff headwind, which was meant to be a crosswind. So yeah, another one of those days. We haven't had too many, but head down, job done. We've got about 30Ks to go, and it's feeling like a mammoth task. But we'll get to camp and chill out, and then tomorrow we've got a shorter day down to Esperance, so it'll pay off.
So after riding 100Ks with a headwind, this is the camp that we were supposed to be at. It's nothing special. It's still super windy, and we were debating whether we kept riding and found somewhere else, and then we stumbled upon this little path that takes us down to where we've decided to camp. So I'll show you what we found. From the wind with a very tired James from pushing into it all day. Any reflections?
My legs.
So we're gonna have a bit of a rest, and then we've got a lentil and potato curry, a red curry for dinner, so that'll be lovely. And then into Esperance tomorrow. Oh God.
Morning YouTube. We've moved into Western Australia, so koalas are no more, but got my little kangaroo boy to help me out today. Alright, so today's update. Yesterday was a really tough slog. We had about a 30-kilometre headwind all day, and it was pretty brutal, to be honest, and it was, as we said yesterday, not the most picturesque location and scenery. So first time we've ever done over 100 Ks into a strong headwind, and we were pretty proud of ourselves for doing that, weren't we? Mm-hmm. But the aim was to get to as far as we could along the way so we can duck into Esperance and get quite a few things done. maybe meeting up with a friend, and then we've also got some surprises for you in Esperance, so hang tight for that one. So plan today, we've only got 65 kilometers to ride today. Stopped at a lovely place last night at a nature reserve. It's starting to get a little bit more sandy and beachy. So we're up early today. We got up at 5 o'clock this morning because we know that there's a strong headwind kicking up again today, and we want to beat it as much as we can. So we'll try and get to town at about 10 or 11 o'clock in the morning, and then finally get our day off, our 0 day on the bikes, which we haven't had since we got out of the van, technically. And our legs are definitely feeling it, our butts are feeling it, so we're going to chill, lay low in Esperance for a while and have a bit of fun. So a strange day today. We're in Esperance. The ride turned out to be quite a slog, to be honest. The crosswinds that have been predicted have just been full-blown headwinds, and they've been quite strong. Yeah. We haven't had much to look at.
There's a big hole in the ground.
Louie's breaking her ankles. Oh, it's all happening.
Yeah, sorry, continue.
So yeah, again, didn't have much to look at into town, and just kind of put our head down and got the job done. Strained a bit of a muscle in my back, and it rained a bit, so we were just a little bit flat coming into town, I guess. Yeah. Which was where we were at. It was awesome that we were actually able to run into one of my workmates from back in Melbourne, Shannon, and her partner Dave, which was so good to see some familiar faces out here. And they treated us. They took us in the van and grabbed us some coffees, and we went out and saw the beautiful Esperance beaches, which was, oh man, it's really knockout out here. Yeah. The sun came out, and
yeah, I didn't realise how many islands were out there.
Yeah,
it's beautiful to see.
It's absolutely stunning, and I mean, you've seen the images. Had a swim and washed off a little bit in the ocean, which was
James lost his tan.
I lost my tan again. I just can't hold my tan. And then they left, and we didn't realise it was Labor Day weekend, so everything's shut. Yeah. The shops that we were wanting to get to and have been planning on getting to for a while now were shut, so we've got to wait for 2 days to get to those. So our plans for tomorrow, which is no riding, have shut down a little bit. So I don't know, we're left feeling a little bit out of sorts, I think, today.
Yeah, I think 2 days of headwind and boring scenery, it's kind of just thrown us a little bit. Well, yeah. Just feeling a bit out of sorts.
A little bit out of sorts. I think ready for a day off the bike.
Yeah. 40 days is a long time to be travelling too. I think there's a bit of an adjustment going on there too.
Yeah.
We're still happy, but just managing a different feeling.
Yeah. The positives are, I mean, one is behind us. Like, we're not struggling for views at the moment.
We're not slumming it.
Pretty spectacular. We do have to take our bikes into the shop. We've got to fix the crack in my rear wheel. We've got to get some new tyres because we're lining up some off-road stuff soon, and we need to get some tyres with a bit more grip. Get the bike serviced and everything. So, I mean, we're going to hang around tomorrow. We'll head down to the beaches, we'll get a nice local coffee, and we'll catch up on a few bits and pieces that we need to catch up on, cleaning the bikes, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And just have a day off the saddles and rest our legs and rest our bums a bit, which is well overdue because it's been about 12 days since we've had a rest. And then from here on, the final positive is that the riding from here just starts to get pretty spectacular. I don't think we're going to be finding many boring days, so yeah, we've got a lot to look forward to, but I think we just have a big feed and a big sleep and rest up tomorrow and just lay low. So that's us. A bit of an honest reflection. Yeah. We don't want to always be positive and up and sort of putting on how incredible it is out here, sometimes you just have days where you're feeling a little bit glib. And no doubt we'll pick up tomorrow again. So, yeah.
Good morning. So we've woken up feeling a bit more refreshed today. We're about to head into town and find a power point so we can charge our phones up again. And then we're just going to have a relaxing day. I think we're going to go to a cafe if they're open, do a bit of whittling and painting, and just kind of chill out. Hopefully we'll be able to go for a dip in the ocean. And yeah, that's probably our day.
It's been a nice day so far. We had a slow start to the morning, rolled into town, went and grabbed a coffee and a couple of donut balls, which are so good.
Oh my goodness.
We got our laundry done, and then we just did a bit of exploring around town. It's on the waterfront, it's a beautiful town, and there's a big port with some huge cargo ships that look ancient. And then randomly a guy called Andrew, who's a Kiwi and a shearer living out here at the moment. He's done a lot of bike touring, including China, Mongolia, Africa, South America.
Yeah, all over the world.
Amazing experience, and that was cool again to like break down the bikes and see what's working and what's not. And he's given us some good apps to jump on for maps and things, and to check the wind, and a couple of tips about some chargeable ports and stuff, which was awesome. So then he went and got his windsurfing kit out, and we watched him windsurf for a while, which was really cool. He's learning that as well, and now he's invited us back to his boss's place just outside of town, where we can crash the night, charge up our stuff, and just another stranger just being super kind to us. So on the way over, we've done our food shop. So I thought it'd be a good idea to show you what we've bought and what we're eating for the next couple of days. We're about 2 days away from another supermarket, so we're packing out for two. All right, we've got a bunch of bananas. Sorry about the plastic, it was the only option. We're having to buy them super green because they go brown and mushy in our bag in a day. So we buy them green in a day, they'll be nom nom nana. We got some wraps for our lunches. Bananas, dates, and peanut butter. That's our first lunch. Our second lunch, we've got the black and gold, very classic chicken 2-minute noodles for $1.20 for the 6-pack.
Score.
And then some oat slices, which were on special for a couple of bucks. Dinner. These are some of our faves from home, and we've been looking for these for a while. They're cans of Penang curry, and they pack a punch. You probably maybe half of one of these for a full meal for both of us at the moment. So that'll last a long way. So I've got a couple of those. Some broccolini and potatoes to go in our Penang curry. And we're actually gonna have that with couscous. Usually we have it with rice, but couscous doesn't take much water and it cooks really quickly, so it doesn't use much gas. So when you're a little bit more remote, it's actually a pretty ideal food. And then Tabasco sauce. I've been on the hunt for a good chili sauce for a while, just to like boost the meals a bit, so I'm stoked with that. That'll last a while. Coconut milk powder, dehydrated coconut milk, to go with the curries and things, which we can take a bunch of sachets and hold them. And lucky last, going cheap on special reduced, the old lemon slice, my favourite. Fingers crossed tomorrow we can get our coffee percolator, because there is one in town if the shop is open. So if we've got the coffee percolator, bit of sugar with the coffee, lemon slices with the coffee, and we're back, baby! Oh, what a day. What a day. Today was pretty unbelievable, wasn't it?
Oh,
Came at us out of the blue. We're feeling much better now. We're feeling much better. Good day zero. So since coming back here and divvying up our food and hanging out for a bit, Andrew took us out for a drive around the coastal drive and took us to some pretty specky spots. We got some nice viewpoints and got to see the big bays and the white sand. Beautiful, beautiful area. And then took us out for dinner. We grabbed some pizza, had a big feed. And now we've got a place to crash. So we're all set up inside. It's raining out there, but we're super dry. We don't have to unpack our tent and unpack all of our sleeping mats, so we can get up whenever we want tomorrow morning. And we're just feeling very relaxed and very fortunate and very spoiled.
Yeah.
I'm ready to hit the road again tomorrow. We were thinking maybe we take another day off tomorrow now that all the shops are open, but I think we're ready to go. We've got a big tailwind lined up.
Yeah, ready.
So we'll be back up. We've got a couple of things to do in the morning before we head off. But that's all I'm going to say about that, and you'll see you tomorrow.